Hello and welcome to Frankfurt. We're here today in Frankfurt with John Almond from the Australian company Alexium. Alexium is a company that is specialized in surface treatment technologies, and they handle a wide range of materials such as plastics, glasses, rubbers, and fibers. John, first question. Can you give us some recent news on Alexium? What's happening? What's been happening lately?
Certainly. Over the last few months particularly, we've been preparing the technology for commercial rollout with partners. A lot of this work is related to work being done for the US Department of Defense, where our technology was originally developed. But increasingly as well, we're working with a broader range now of commercial partners who have identified, who've been working with our technology and have expressed a desire to incorporate it into their production. Although we're based in Australia, most of this work is being undertaken at our new Greer facility in South Carolina in the United States, where we have a small production unit there which has been utilized to prepare the technology.
Surface treatment technology, what exactly is that, and what is the difference between your technology and other conventional technologies around?
The reactive surface treatment technology was originally developed by the US Department of Defense. They were looking to find ways to attach multiple functions onto a surface or a material. And the technology was really developed in order to enable not just one, but several of these functions, such as waterproof, oil-proof, flame retardants, and antimicrobials, to be attached to a surface simultaneously. Our treatments allows us to provide some very durable coatings onto a wide range of materials very quickly, and equally important as well, we can do it in a very environmentally friendly way.
Okay, John, when it comes to protective garments, and we take a look at Japan, how did that event affect a company like yours?
Well, it affects it directly and indirectly. I think the most important thing that's come out of the events in Japan really is the need to provide protection for workers who are going into a contaminated area. In the case of Japan, this was a nuclear facility, but it could equally be the case. It could be a fire to chemical facility. It could be some form of terrorist activity, or in fact, it could be a pandemic situation where you need to provide protection, equal protection to against a wide range of threats for a wide range of workers, firemen, policemen, rescue workers, etc. So I think really what it's done is brought to the attention of governments around the world, perhaps that are not as well prepared as they thought they may well be.
So, John, Alexium is a company that deals with high technologies and a great range of know-how. Do you see any danger in copyright issues?
Yes, obviously, for any technology company, big or small, this is one of the key concerns that we have. Our technology is protected by a significant amount of patent protection. There is also an awful lot of knowledge that we've accumulated and know-how over the past 2 to 3 years, which will be very difficult to replicate. Importantly as well, we can actually see when we actually look at a material whether it's actually been used, our technology is being used to provide the coating, which gives us some protection. But obviously as well, we are picking our partners very carefully, and the type of partners that we're working with are large multinational companies who have a reputation to protect, who really don't want to infringe anybody else's intellectual property. So I think that really, as far as we can be, we have a high degree of comfort that we are protecting our major asset, which is our know-how and our intellectual property.
Okay, John, so where's the company right now in terms of commercialization?
We're really at that point now where the technology has been developed. Although we're an Australian company, most of our activities are now focused in the United States and South Carolina. We've recently announced the availability of our first coating, Clean Shell, which is a unique coating, allows us to provide some fantastic performance characteristics, as well as utilizing a very green production method. We've established close relationships with major companies in areas that we're interested in, particularly SSM Industries in the United States, Brook in Australia, and most recently the International Textile Group, ITG, which is a multinational billion-dollar company, which has a lot of activities in the area that we're interested in. We'll shortly be commissioning our new unit, which will enable us to triple production. And we're utilizing this unit in order to work with our partners to make sure that the technology is going to work when they apply it to their production lines. Obviously, these people are producing, in certain cases, millions of square meters of material a year. And before they adopt a technology, they want to make sure that we have a seamless introduction of the technology, which is our focus currently. So we're working very, very hard towards getting that done. We're making great strides. And as well as with our commercial partners, obviously things are moving ahead now with the US Department of Defense, with some of the programs that we've been nominated for the chemical CBRN protection for the US Department of Defense. So we've got a lot of things happening at the moment, and we're very confident that in the next few months that we can resolve any of the outstanding issues that our partners want to deal with, and have the technology ready for the market.
Okay, John. So the last question: what makes Alexium attractive for potential investors?
Well, we're a small company, and obviously we have a risk of any small company that's particularly for the new technology, adopting a new technology. The key that we have is it's an award-winning technology. We've got multiple applications outside of textiles. We're just starting in the textile industry because that's where we have the most experience. But our business model is one that allows us to license this technology to our partners. So we have a scope really to have tremendous leverage for our investors if this technology is adopted by our prospective partners. You know, these are multi-billion-dollar companies, and the applications themselves could be of tremendous value to the company and to our investors. So yes, there are risks involved in an investment in Alexium, but we have such a wide scope of activities that we can utilize this technology on. I can't think of many other companies which offer the type of leverage for an investor.
Thank you very much, John.